Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Range Rover Sport. That'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a Range Rover Sport 3-litre SD V6 HSE automatic, Euro 6, 2016 on a 16 plate, really nice condition and good service history. Fuel economy, urban 35.8 miles per gallon, extra urban 44.1 miles per gallon, and combined is 40.4 miles per gallon. 0 to 60 time of 6.8 seconds, a top speed of 130 miles per hour out of a 6-cylinder, 302 brake horsepower, 24 valve engine. If you watch my videos, you'll know that last week we got a car for me. And while I was videoing it, somebody rung up and wanted to buy it, and I was really gutted. Well, this is my new one. This is my, what we call in the motor trade, my new smoker. And I was a little bit disappointed last week when the Vogue sold. So I'll just tell you all about this, and you can make your mind up. It's the worst colour combination ever. I mean, black metallic, black wheels, rear privacy glass, black vents. I mean, why would you want a car that colour, for goodness sake, with grey leather upholstery? I mean, look at it. You wouldn't want to be driving around in that all day, would you? Yeah, it's got everything's black on it, black window surrounds, the black Range Rover badges. It's got Pirelli Scorpion tyres on it too. You know, I mean, premium tyres. You'd want a Range Rover with ditch finders on, wouldn't you? Not Scorpions, not premium tyres like that. The door protector on the bottom, that's painted black too. I mean, you know, I'd love to sell you a car, but I wouldn't want to palm this one off on you. We've got a nice green one at the garage. You could buy that, unless of course this sells, and then I'll be straight in the green one. Keyless locking, so as long as you've got the key on you, get out the car, touch the handle there, door locks. Come back to the car, put your hand behind the door, you've got the key on you, car opens. Now, with the insurance thing these days, some people don't like keyless entry. I'm not a huge fan of myself. It's handy, but I could do without it. I'd rather do without it than get my Range Rover stolen. So, there is a procedure to knock it off. You've got to be quick, but there's the light button there. So you can switch the lights on from here or switch them off when you get home. It's got delayed, kind of get you up the drive and get your key in the door before the lights go off. So what you have to do, you've got about 3 seconds. So you've got a very, very short time. Here we go. So we open the door, click the headlight button 3 times. 1, 2, 3, unlock. With a bit of luck, that's done it. And now it will only lock off the remote fob. You come back to the car lock and you can't get in. All that means is that if a burglar's going to break into your car, he's going to have to make some noise. He's going to have to smash the window or do something else, and it will delay him. So that's how you do that. I do it on all my cars these days, on all my Range Rovers. Anyway, what else do we not like about this car? It's got these headlights that you can see miles in front of you. As I say, the black shadow Range Rover badges, the black grille, front parking sensors there, light surrounds all black, the Range Rover vents on the bonnet there. So we've got power open, power close tailgate, plenty of load area, nice flat loading area, roller blind cover which comes out. You can put your seats forward, and these bags, I mean, who wants all that room anyway in a car? You know, so you can do any hobby you want, get anywhere you want with a 4-wheel drive, stick your bike in, go off-roading. Oh, you don't want that stuff. Reversing sensors there in the boot, the twin chrome exhaust tips. Again, power close, that's the reversing camera there. this integrated rear spoiler, black with a high level brake light. Underneath here you've got your rear wiper, which is shielded and kept out of the weather until you need it. Ooh. Yeah, light silver grey leather with black contrast piping, the heavy duty rubber mats at the back. Nice light and airy looking, airbags everywhere. Rear centre armrest, heated rear seats on either side. You sat higher up than the driver and the passenger, so you can see over the shoulders. It's you know, it's okay. Please don't buy it. Okay, so you know I didn't mean any of that. It's a fantastic colour combination. The best cars to drive ever. Just no dramas whatsoever. You just float along the road. I love them, as you can tell. I love them. Let me just get the service history. So here we go. 8th of 2nd 2017 at 10,237 miles, Inchcape Land Rover. 9th of 2nd 2018 at 20,321 miles, Inchcape Land Rover. 7th of 2nd 2019 at 29,963 miles, Inchcape Land Rover. 29th of the 8th 2019 at 35,385 miles, P. Smith Car Repairs. 20th of 4th 2021 at 46,991 miles, P. Smith Car Repairs. 16th of the 9th 2022 at 56,471 miles, Stafford Land Rover. And 19th of the 4th 2023 at 60,817 miles, JMW 4x4 Limited. So good service history. What was it done about 6,500 miles ago? I don't know what to say, but anyway, so we've got, you saw me disable the keyless entry. You do exactly the same if you want to enable it with the keyless lock. Again, you open the door, press the light button 3 times, and then the lock button, and it will work. It'll open keylessly, as long as you've got the key on you. So now, the other thing I always do, I mean, I always put it's a car lock tracker, which is brilliant. It tells you when there's a vibration, when it's been moved and so on, the engine started, and it all does that with your mobile phone, and you can actually track it on your mobile phone. All a bit paranoid really, because you know, whenever it's something to do with Range Rover in the press, they always blow it out of all proportion. I don't know what it is, you know, I just don't know. Apparently the most stolen car is a Fiesta, so you know, why would you steal a Fiesta? Why would you take the same risk of going to prison stealing a Fiesta as you could a £100,000 Range Rover? It doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, so the other thing I do, I get home at night, I turn the steering wheel like so, and then I've got this, and it's so simple to put on, just like that. Anybody tries to move it, there's a siren, but also there's a flashing light on the front, so when it's dark especially, you can see a flashing light, they're just going to go to somebody else's car. It's more a deterrent. Anybody who's determined to get into your car and steal it, they'll steal it, so it's a deterrent. But come back to it, there you go, key in it, and you know, it's no hardship. It takes 2 seconds, and just for peace of mind, 2 seconds and 50 odd quid. You know, what does it matter? Just do it. Just make sure Range Rovers don't get stolen, and I'll be eternally grateful. So here we go again. Let's get going. We've got. I'll try the. I've set my position to 1. I'll just try the 3-position electric seats Russian roulette. Right, so you'll see the mirrors move, the steering wheel moves, and the seat moves, so that's position 2. Position 3. So that's position 3. You could still drive like that, but I wouldn't be able to get out without smashing my head on the roof. So my position 1, I'll just show you the door mirrors. I have the door mirrors set up so that you can just see the door handles, the sides of the car, and kind of down a bit. But that's position 1. Electrically adjustable steering wheel, the seats like so, lumbar support. I'll just put it there, about there, down. Do my mirror again, because that's could do with being a bit further out there. So I'll do my mirror like that, passenger door mirror, see the door handles, make sure I can see down there, and I can also see a rough idea where the curb is. So now, click memory, click 1, that's it, it's sorted. Let's get going. So I like the, I don't know, it's probably called ivory, but looks like light silver grey to me. This is how we pick the car up. It's not being cleaned. The leather, once the lance has been at it, will look like new, as will the exterior of the car. Lance will buff it, and it'll look like it's just come out of the showroom. But they are just, honestly, I mean, if you were going to make a car that drives itself, then it would be a Range Rover, because they're just so absolutely relaxing and awesome. Sometimes you feel like somebody's taken all the bones out of your body and you just like melt into the car. They're just absolutely fantastic. So you're in drive, you can knock it over, use it as a manual, like so, change down and up. Down moving forward. Listen to that. Up, move back. You'd never use it. It's a fantastic gearbox. You drive it, you get used to driving it, accelerate, just take your foot slightly off the accelerator, only a smidgen, change its gear. You can't feel it. And I really do. The more I drive Range Rovers, the smoother I drive, because I just want to see if I can get a better journey than last time, which is almost impossible. And on the way home, there's a guy last night rushing about, absolutely Harry Flatters, going around corners and getting home, and I'm behind him, and he's like that, you know, throwing it round the little roundabout, and I'm just like behind him, just going, oh, minor corrections, and I'm still right behind him. It must be awful to have to drive one of them cars where you have to drive like that in. Crikey, they're good. Dead easy, dead simple. Everything is virtually one touch. Cruise control, touch. That's it, cruise control's on. Want to speed up, click the top button. Want to slow down a little bit, click so. Brake knocks it off. I can click resume, and it will take it back up to the speed I was at before. Got paddle shifts, like so. There you go, command shift, it's called in a Range Rover. Listen that. Now, we've got cruise control on, and we'll just change down in manual. So I'm going to knock the cruise control off, just touch the brake. Absolutely superb. I've been using a, well, we sold my Range Rover Sport, and well, I had a white Range Rover Sport. We sold that, got another white Range Rover Sport, and that sold almost immediately too. And then we couldn't seem to find one that we would sell again, you know, that had the history and the mileage that we wanted, and also the price, obviously, that we need to pay in order to make a profit. And it's so funny, really. It's so funny because for a short while I looked at an electric car, and you know, there's all these stories in the news about you can't insure Range Rovers, and you can get Range Rovers dead cheap because you can't insure them. And I was looking at an electric car, and this electric car last month went down £800, and it's a nice electric car, and it went down £800. This went down 100. Now, I was looking at another electric car. In 2 months, it's gone down £3,800. You know, imagine the diesel you could buy with 3,800 quid in 2 months. You pay your insurance, pay all your running costs for the year, your service. The motor trade's very, very strange at the moment. Right, back to this. So, Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming. The speakers are really good. It's a great sound system. It's got a dead easy to use sat-nav system. We've got heated front screen, heated seats. In fact, I'm going to put the heated seats on because I've got the heater turned down to keep my cameras cool so they don't overheat, because they're powered by lithium batteries. And guess what the lithium batteries do? They get really hot. And then stop working. I was up early this morning, and I'd bought a chicken the other day, and I got some chicken left over, so I thought I'll make myself some chicken sandwiches for lunch. And I got out, made them, and I'd left. I have kind of a lunchbox when I make sandwiches that I bring to work, and I'd forgotten it. I'd left it at work yesterday. So I got out some cling film, and I happened to notice that although it was called cling film, it didn't cling to anything. It didn't stick, it didn't do anything. And then when I looked on the label, it said PVC free. Now I'm assuming that the PVC is the element that makes it stick, because it didn't work. And it's now in the bin. Well, it's now bent double and in the bin. And that, again, I keep going on about EVs. I've got my little Citroen Ami. It's perfect for me, for just going to work. Absolutely perfect. I don't hate EVs. I just don't see the need for them. I don't know why they were invented. They go on about saving the planet, but actually, just at this moment, they're making the air dirtier. Because according to certain statistics, an EV is dirtier than a petrol or diesel car until it's done 23,500 miles. 80% of the cars, the EVs on Auto Trader, haven't done 23,500 miles. So they've actually made the air dirtier now. And then you get people saying, oh, the air's getting dirtier, you know, we need to make more EVs. It's them that are doing it. Get a Range Rover. This is Euro 6. Crikey, what is the world coming to? I don't understand it. Do you know, I wish there was a way of getting in touch with dead people, because my granddad would not believe it. He would not believe today, in this day and age, he'd die again. It's just so funny. You know, I mean, this car, let's just go. It's absolutely effortless. We're in 70 miles an hour at the moment, that's fast enough. We drop behind him, put the cruise on, 70, and then just enjoy the ride. No tram lining with a big, fat, stupid, low profile, run flat tyres and grinding from the wheels. Even on the smooth roads like this, you get on asphalt, rough tarmac, and then the noise is unbearable. You can't hear your stereo. Yeah, I mean, we've got power folding door mirrors. You pull up, take your key out of the ignition to get out. The car lowers to access height. Just phenomenal. Absolutely. Seats like armchairs. Big front centre armrest there. We've got here, if you, oh, mind you, I don't know who does that, has that down there, you can wind it up. Stop indicated. So you wind it up like so. If you're a bit narrower than me, you've got loads of room, put that back. Inside you've got a power socket, USB, auxiliary in. You've got another power socket just in here and cup holders. Then we've got the terrain response, swamp, Christmas, Mexico, minefield, swamp, minefield, Christmas, Mexico. That's them there. Or automatic. Electronic handbrake, which you don't use. You've got there stop start, which you knock off straight away. If not, I'll just put it on and we'll see what happens. I hate stop start, especially in a car this size, because it takes a fair bit. You know, it's nearly 2 ton, this car, so it takes a fair bit of momentum to get it going smoothly. So we'll just stop, come to a halt, see if it goes off. No, it hasn't done, because I'm trying to show you. But normally, just as I was about to go, it would go off and then it would lurch forward, right into the path of a big juggernaut. So just look at it going around the roundabout. They just make me content. Content to drive anywhere. Happy that I've got one up the drive or outside the garage. And I just know that no matter what time the phone goes, who's ringing, what the weather's like, I can go out, car will start, and I'm on my way, and I will get to wherever I'm going. Black's my favourite colour, as all my friends will testify. And I like the contrast interior. You know, this road is awful, absolutely awful. And we just you know, you find you actually want your journeys to take longer. Two ways of going home, and at the moment there's a bit of roadworks on one, but the other way is through town, and there's quite a lot of traffic. And I find myself, the one through town takes longer. It's actually shorter, but it takes longer. So I save fuel and I go the long way. and I listen to my music or a podcast. Or now here where we are now, we're just round the corner and people fly up here. And I'm in this Range Rover. If I was in a smaller car, if I was in my Citroen Ami, I'd be absolutely crapping myself that somebody would come round and like total me in the back. But I know that this car, if anybody runs into me, they're going to come off worse. I don't want them to come off worse. I don't want them to run into me. But if they do, and they're on the phone or something, I want to be all right. And I want whoever's sat in the back, and I want all my camera equipment, which is in the boot, even more important. You know, I want that to be all right. We quite often go to pick cars up, John and myself, and usually it's another Range Rover we're going to pick up. And you could go in a car that does, I don't know, 50 or 60 miles to the gallon. We go in a Range Rover because you feel safer, you're on the motorway, you don't know what's going to happen. And also, when you get out at the other end, when you get past like 60 and you start to go downhill rapidly, when you get out the other end, you want to just step out the car and not go, oh, my back, which we can do. God, they're good, these cars. It always makes me laugh when people go on about, you know, your Range Rover. And somebody left a comment. It's Range Rovers are for people who want other people to think they've got more money than they have. No. Honestly, some of the comments, they make me chuckle. They do. They really do make me chuckle. This guy down the pub, his friend, had a Range Rover, and it was the worst car he ever had. Okay. Do you actually know somebody without the like tenuous connections, the 6 degrees of separation? Do you know somebody who's got a Range Rover and it's the worst car they've ever had? Because I don't, and I've sold loads. Ah, dear. No, you're welcome. No, don't worry about it. Anytime. I can't think of a car that I would rather have or use. Isn't it? Yeah. Perhaps it's not bumpy enough for you, or noisy enough. I mean, even the fuel economy, it's not that bad. It used to be a huge compromise with the Range Rover, because you know, you'd probably get about sometimes 20, 22 to the gallon. I'm pretty sure, and I only know it, I don't know how much the price of petrol is or diesel or whatever. It's just a necessary evil to me. So I just go and put 40 quids within, and put 40 quids within this before. But I put 40 quids within, whether it's a Range Rover 3 litre or I don't know, 1 litre Focus or something. But it always seems to last me about the same time and go about the same distance. So I don't know. I think they're great value. Love them. Anyway, we're back at the garage now. You'll see there the row of Range Rovers. We've sold a lot just recently. We have sold a lot. And there's the other one. There's the other one. What is it? Forest green or something? Forest green, and it's got caramel interior, or is it caramel? But anyway, that's a nice car too. So, you know, before you buy this, I suggest you look at that green one, and then you'll have a nice Range Rover, and I'll still have mine. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and it might just actually be the green Range Rover. Although we've got, I'm just trying to think, we've got that Jag there to do. I don't think I've done the little Kia Picanto there. 2 older Range Rovers that we're taking in part exchange. Nissan Qashqai, a Duke. We have Vauxhall Astra, Vito van. We've got all those sorts of things, but well, Range Rovers, what can you say? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Ta-da.